Hey guys. So, I kinda didn't want to stream tonight, but at the same time, I've had this nagging feeling that, we just gotta talk about. And that is the high strangeness that is just casually, like, going down. Just everywhere, with everything, you know? Um... I mean, I guess the first high strangeness that we need to talk about, that has to do with, like, forbidden zones. Right? Because, like, we're not supposed to, like, go there or talk about these areas, it's supposed to just, I'm not talking about, like, the obvious no-go zones, like Area 51. Like, everyone knows Area 51 is, like, off-limits, and there's high strangeness there. Like, everyone and their mother could tell you that. But I want to take it a bit deeper, So, like, Antarctica is one of those. There is something going on in Antarctica. Something weird is happening there, and they don't want us to know about it. And I know, you're like, Ultra, that's crazy. Like, it's a slab of ice. And yeah, it is a slab of ice, but what are they hiding in that slab of ice? What is going on there? Because I'm sorry, I don't buy it that it's just a slab of ice and there's nothing else there. And please look away. Like, there's just full on, so they've got research bases that are essentially all over the place in Antarctica. Like, the fucking pole, the South Pole, like the magnetic South Pole is kind of like in the middle of Antarctica, right? But yet we've got a research base there, And it's like, wait a minute, I thought that, like, because I always knew we had research bases on Antarctica, but I always kind of assumed they were by the coast, Because that makes sense, right? Like, okay, this is a hostile, harsh terrain that, we can't really do anything to, like, keep up, And, like, it's kind of unsafe for planes to, like, fly there because of the winds and the whiteouts and, like, all of that. And it's like, okay, that makes sense. Cool, you got me. So why the fuck do we have a research base in the middle of, at the South Pole? At the magnetic South Pole, why the fuck do we have a research base? Right? And you're like, Ultra, well, you're thinking too hard about that, right? It's no big deal. But it's like, is it no big deal, though? Like, is it, though? Because I think it's kind of a big deal. Like, that we just have that, that's just like a thing. And then on top of it, it's like, you're not allowed to go to certain parts of Antarctica. Right? Like, even if you have, like, a permit, which is, like, impossible to get. You have to have, like, a permit to go to, like, the interior of Antarctica. Right, and that's, like I said, impossible to get. You gotta get, like, government forms and shit. But, like, even if you did, there's still parts you can't go to. Why? Like, don't tell me, oh, it's for your safety. Like, if you think the government gives a shit about your safety, then guess what? People wouldn't be allowed to skydive, but we skydive. We wouldn't fucking, I don't know. We wouldn't sell Tide Pod because someone would eat one. But yet, you know, if you want to eat a Tide Pod, you can eat a Tide Pod. Don't eat a Tide Pod. I'm not saying you should eat a Tide Pod. I'm just trying to say the government does not give a shit, right, about your safety. So I don't buy that. And then there's like, oh, well, you know, the environment. We want to protect the environment. Of what? The environment of what? It's a frozen slab of ice. Nothing fucking lives there. You can fuck off. You can fuck all the way off. Right? And then you match that with all of the conspiracy theories of fucking Antarctica, where you've got people saying that there's, like, underground bases and fucking, like, caves that lead to mysterious places, and, like UFO sightings and shit, and it's like, something is going on down there. I can't rightly say what it is. I'm not gonna go ahead and yell like Agartha or like aliens. Or like, here's another one, Nazi bases. That one is very realist. There could be a fucking Nazi base there that we have not discovered. Or that we don't know about, that they have discovered. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? It's just, it's strange. It's high strangeness. Right? And then you've got fucking the Grand Canyon. There's a no-go zone in the Grand Canyon. Right where, allegedly, there is a cave with Egyptian artifacts in it. Just not allowed to go there. If you show up there, guess what? Fucking black military helicopters come after you, and you get arrested. And you're like, Ultra, that's a conspiracy. You're just making shit up. Well, guess what? I'm not. Because they've got it on video. Someone tried doing it, and fucking black military copters came over and arrested them. We have the shit on video. Right? And then it's like, okay, alright. But who knows, right? Like, who knows what could be out there? It's, again, they say it's for your safety. Oh, okay. Again. We wouldn't be able to cliff jump if the government was so concerned about our safety. That's bullshit. There's plenty of dangerous things that we can do. And then it's like, okay, well, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean that there's, like, an Egyptian base there. You'd have to go ahead and give me some kind of something, right? Well, let's take a look at the fucking ranges. There's a mountain. There's a bunch of mountains over there. Let's take a look at the names. Oh, there's the Mountain of Ra, and the Mountain of Horus, and just named after all of these Egyptian things. Like, okay, alright, you're just putting it in our face. No, I can't rightly say why they wouldn't want us to find a cave with Egyptian artifacts in it. You know, I could see why the Smithsonian wouldn't want us to know that, but, like, I can't say for certain why the US government wouldn't want us to know about it. I don't know. Like I said, all I can say is high strangeness. It's weird. It's very, very fucking weird. Alright? And then you take a look at Alaska. There are no-go zones in fucking Alaska. And it's like, well, fucking what's going on there? Because you've got On top of that, the fucking Alaska Triangle, I don't know if you've heard about that, it's bigger and more people have gone missing in it than the fucking Bermuda Triangle, you know? Again, high strangeness. And then you've got people over there talking about fucking, secret bases. There's something called the Black Pyramid. Look into that. That's fucking weird. Where it's like a fucking... People claim it's like an alien base or like a military base. Your mileage will vary on what people think it is. But regardless, something is there. Like, I'm not here to scream aliens, though. I mean, I will be screaming that later, but for right now, I'm not screaming aliens. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's in the Black Pyramid, but I'm convinced it's real. And you're like, Ultra, well, you're gonna have to come up with some hard evidence before you can just say that the Black Pyramid is real. And to that, I say people have fucking found a landing strip in the approximate area where people claim that the Black Pyramid is. It's apparently underground, by the way. They found an abandoned road. They found a fucking, like an airstrip. And they found a square area where there's no, like, foliage or anything, which would suggest there was some kind of complex there at one point. And on top of it, you've got a bunch of different conspiracy theories that all kind of point to there being a Black Pyramid. So, if you're familiar with Project Stargate, which is also some fucking high strangeness that I don't know how to feel about, because, you know, at one point in my life, if you had just told me, like, oh, psychics, do you believe in psychics? I would be like, fuck no, I don't believe in psychics. But now it's like, I don't know. Psychics might be a fucking thing. I don't think very many people can do it, but I think that it is possible, because there was this one guy, and you can look it up, the CIA records. Apparently he was in Project Stargate, which was the US military's fucking psychic program. And he made, like, all of these predictions about Jupiter. He did, like, an astral projection or some shit. I don't know. I don't claim to be an expert on this. But he did some kind of... or remote viewing. Remote viewing is what it's called. So he fucking viewed Jupiter, right? And it's like, okay, well, he couldn't possibly get anything right. Or if he did, it would just be like fucking shit that anyone could tell you about Jupiter. And it's like, oh, he told us years before satellites would confirm that there are rings, that there's a ring around Jupiter. He was fucking right. Before the satellites could, like, confirm that shit. And it's like, I don't know how the fuck to feel. I don't know how to feel about that. Like, he got it right. It would be one thing, you know, if it was like, he had just been like, oh, it's stormy on Jupiter. Like, okay, you could probably guess that shit just by, you know, what we know about Jupiter. Like, and even knew about it at the time. But, like, to go out there and make a bold claim that Jupiter has a ring that we couldn't have possibly known about, that we can't view with a fucking telescope, that we only confirmed through satellites, like, going to fucking Jupiter. It's like, I don't even know how to feel about psychics anymore. But that same guy, right, was saying that there's a fucking military base in Alaska under a mountain, and it's a pyramid. And that fucking aliens are working there with humans, with the US government. And it's like, I don't even know how the fuck to believe about it. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to believe about any of this shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. All I am saying is that high strangeness. That is it. It is strange. It is weird. It's something for you to sit back and go, do we really fucking know that much about, like, the universe? Are we really gonna fucking sit here and believe, like, everything that we are being told by people in power? You know? And even, not even just people in power, just, like, people with some kind of authority on anything, you know? Whether that be science or otherwise. It's just... I don't know. And then it's like you get to outer space and the shit gets weirder, right? You know, there could be a whole nother fucking star in our universe. Or not, well, obviously in our universe, but like in our solar system that we don't know about. Which, I mean, I guess isn't really a conspiracy theory or something that's being covered up. But I don't know, I thought that was kind of weird. Because you don't hear people talk about that, but like, Planet X is like a thing, you know? Somewhere in the Kuiper Belt. I don't know, it's not really that like mysterious. It's not like super high strangeness, but it's like, I don't know. Kind of interesting, nonetheless. But like, we've also got fucking the moon being hollow. Like, just how do we know nothing about the fucking moon? Did we go to the moon? What is the moon? Why is it there? How long has it been there? I don't know. These are things that, like, a year ago I would have answers for, and you know what? My answers would be fucking wrong. Because the fucking moon is, like, hollow. It's fucking older than Earth. There's a very good possibility that fucking... It wasn't even in fucking the orbit that it's in. Like, it wasn't fucking here. Like, within the existence of humanity. It's just, it's, you know, it's very concerning. And then there's fucking talks about, like, there being potential alien bases on the moon and shit. And it's like, you know, at one point I would have been like, you know, it sounds a little crazy, but it's like now I don't fucking know, since we don't know fucking anything about the moon. And then, like, you get to Mars, and fucking Mars is weird, too. NASA is weird, you know? Like, for a group of people that, like, claim they're just doing science and shit, why are you editing every fucking single one of your pictures that you give to us? Like, why is NASA editing pictures? Why is that a thing? Why would you not just give us the raw picture? Because, like, you take a look at it, and it's like, we have evidence. Clear evidence that they are doctoring every single fucking picture that they send us, right? Like, you take a look at satellite pictures, or pictures of Earth from space, and you can see where they fucking, like, copy and paste clouds and shit. And then, like, you get the pictures of Mars, and it's like they're putting on fucking filters. Like they're some kind of fucking Instagram model. They're putting on fucking filters, like orange filters of Mars to make it look different. And then you've got shit on Mars, like the fucking face. And they're like, oh no, the face is you don't believe your lying eyes, you know? Like, that is literally the explanation, is don't believe your lying eyes, and it's like, no, I see the fucking face. Like, what do you mean you're not gonna look into it any further? Because you are telling us you don't want to. That is it. That is why we don't have any more information on the face on Mars. Because they're just like, nah, I don't really want it. Don't feel like it, chief. Like, I'm sorry, who the fuck pays your bills? Oh, that's right, the American taxpayer. So chop chop, bitch. And then, to get back to the fucking, like, editing of the pictures, they fucking did that with the face on Mars. They edited the picture to make it look like it was just nothing. They threw, like, a bunch of filters on it. And there's so much high strangeness going on Mars, alright? Like, you take a look at the pictures, and it's like, something is not right here, you know? Like, this doesn't look like a totally abandoned... Well, I mean, actually, it does kind of look abandoned, but, like, it doesn't look like nothing was ever here. It looks like at one point in time, there was something here, you know. I'm not going to say one way or the other what I think was there, because in all honesty, I have no fucking idea. That's the thing, I don't know. All I'm doing is looking at the evidence provided and being like, that dog don't hunt. You know, if you're looking for me to be like, oh, you know, it's obviously fucking aliens and we're aliens because we used to live on Mars and shit, like, no, go somewhere else. All I'm saying is, this is objective shit that is objectively weird, and I don't know. You know, you come to your conclusions on what I'm saying, on everything, alright? Like, you know what? I'm a big fan of thinking for yourself, so if you want to believe that, you go ahead and you believe that. If you want to believe that, you know, NASA is telling us the truth, I would say there's objective evidence that you should not do that, but you know what? It's your life, I can't tell you how to live it. And, yeah, I just, you know, the more I learn, it's the more I'm just like, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. Just like, it, you know, it's concerning. I thought that I had, like, a grasp, you know, at least on some of the things going on, you know, in our solar system of all fucking places, like, you know. But it's like, do we know? We don't even know what the fuck is going on our own fucking planet. Because, like, we've also got all of these UFO reports and shit. And it's like, you know, I'm not really gonna go ahead and say all of those are fake. I'm not gonna do that. There's a lot of fucking compelling evidence. You know, I think, at least. Because, you know, I'm sure a lot of them are fake. You know, people like to go ahead and, you know, be a story for 5 minutes or whatever. Like, yeah, that, you know, that tracks. But I just don't think all of them can possibly be fake. And that's a whole other fucking can of worms. Like, are they even aliens? You know? Is it something else? If it is aliens, well then how many aliens are there? You know? How long have they been here? What do they want? And then you've got just like shady fucking shit that happens around our government, you know? Like, in regards to inventions. Yeah, apparently, I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but you cannot develop a carburetor that is over a certain amount of efficiency, or it'll be classified for national security reasons. Thank you, government. Yeah, I definitely don't want that carburetor someone invented that, you know, gets fucking 100 miles to the gallon, you know, because, oh, national security, yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, that's a national security concern, alright, you getting 100 fucking fucking 100 miles to the gallon. Like, yeah, that's national security right there. Thank you, daddy government. Like, literally, people, you know, at first I thought this was kind of a conspiracy theory, but all of these people went out and, like, proved their inventions. It's been done a few times. Or, like, for, basically unlimited free energy devices, people have made these, you know, and have tested them, and have shown them off. Right? And then they all end up dead. Every fucking single one of them. And their inventions are buried. There was like a dude who made a car that ran on water. Just plain water. Like, it didn't even need to be like highly purified water either. And, you know, it fucking worked. And I want to say he ended up getting shot or something. It's like... It drives me crazy. And, you know, at some point, somebody's got to go through and, like, you know what? I'll say this. I feel like Trump is trying to do the right thing by releasing the alien files. I think he's trying to do the right thing. I think he realized how badly he fucked up with the Epstein stuff. Well, I mean, I don't think... Well, yeah, no, he kind of fucked up. Yeah, a little bit. It was mainly Pam Bondi, but, you know, Trump definitely has some culpability in that fuck up. So I think he wants to go ahead and do this, you know, to kind of make up for that. But I don't think that we're going to get the truth. And I don't think it's by any fault of Trump's. I think that there are powers that be that will not let the truth about the fucking alien files ever see the light of day. And like I said earlier, it's like, and who knows, because aliens, it may not even be aliens, you know? Though I think it probably there probably are aliens. Probably, I think. But what else is there? 'Cause I don't know if it's just aliens. It might be other stuff, you know, like I was saying earlier with the whole remote viewing thing. That might be like a thing. I'm not sold one way or the other, you know, because it does sound outlandish. But like, how outlandish is it actually, you know? Like, I know, pretty outlandish, but like, but just because something is outlandish doesn't necessarily mean that it's not true. So who knows? There's so much about this world, let alone the universe, but like there's so much about this world that we don't truly understand and can't fully comprehend. So I mean, I don't know on any of this. And that's why I kind of decided to do it, because I don't normally do videos this late, but like, all of this has been kind of on my mind, because I've been like watching some things on stuff like this, and you know, it's just got me thinking. And again, most of this stuff I thought I had a pretty solid grip on. But it's like, yeah, I guess I don't. Oh, no. Oh, no, I didn't mean to hit that. No, I didn't mean to hit that either. I needed to save that. Oh, no. So many floor chickens, I need to pick them up so that I can actually see what's going on here. I really want the freeze time thing. The one time you don't need fucking floor chickens, and you get whole fucking rotisserie of them. But yeah, I don't know. I hope you enjoyed me talking about this shit, and hopefully it made you think. Again, there's a lot of weird shit in this world, and the universe. That thing might be helpful. Again, when I meet Jesus, I'm gonna have him run me through everything. I wanna know. See all of it. Oh no, I've lost the rosary. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hopefully that'll work. I don't think it will, but... Oh, yes! Here we go. Here we go. Now we're cooking good looking. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, there's a chest. When the fuck did I do that? Huh. I really thought that the fucking clover would have... No! I thought the thing would keep him frozen. Hyper Mad Forest. Collect 16 things. Follow the Bible. Oh, I'm gonna have to go ahead and fill 16 entries in the collection. Evolve the King Bible. And defeat the giant blue Venus. Nice. The Bone Zone. I unlocked that too, I guess. Should probably save up for that. Well, anyway, that'll do it. See ya. Bye-bye.